How's it going, guys? So today I'm going to show you how to figure out which O2 sensor is bad on your BMW. So there's a couple things on this E90. I actually drove it last night, first time in a week and a half, and it acquired some other issues apparently while I was sitting, which is typical BMW behavior, you might say. Have O2 sensor light, and something's going on with the starter. Not really sure. So I'll show you how to do that. I did get my door all finished, and I'm pretty much tired of working on this. That sucks. So I gotta put the hinges on yet, and then put the siding on. I'll shoot you a video whenever that's all done. Anyway, moving back to it here, we're getting a code 36 on the scanner. So let's hop in here and fire the scanner. Okay, so we're using the Maxidag MD808. This is my new favorite scanner, but I'll warn you, it's not the cheapest scanner. It's like it varies, 220, 270 bucks. But this will do everything on every car, period. So that's what I like about it. Let's go ahead and scan this thing out. I think it was the other side here, yeah. Second module. Read codes, stored codes. So we have our HO2S heater control circuit, bank 1, sensor 1. So on the N52, I'll show you where that's at. Okay, so here's how it's set up. We have 4 O2 sensors, right? So we have bank 1, sensor 1. Bank 1 is the front 3 cylinders. Bank 2 is the rear 3 cylinders. Sensor 1 is the sensor on top. Sensor 2 is a sensor down under the car on the back of the collector for the exhaust. So here is sensor 1, bank 1 right here. You can see way back in there is sensor 2. Ugh, sure that wind don't blow the hood on my head. Is bank 1, sensor 2. So bank 1, sensor 1, bank 1, sensor 2. That one back there is the one that is bad. And whenever it throws the heater code for stuff, you will have to replace the sensor. There is no fix for it. That is unfortunate because those are probably pretty expensive. I have tons of O2 sensors here. I don't have any for E90 here, and we're gonna have to get on eBay and locate one. You can't use the aftermarket one because these cars really don't like that, and we can't do that. So we have to get at least some kind of legitimate name brand sensor. It's probably gonna be like $100. I'll give you a fair warning. And that's just exactly what I was talking to the owner about with this car. You know, she's 19 hours away. Trying to get this car, it's been kind of done for a while. It's kind of had some background issues going on. I've been trying to solve it up for her, but I don't know, can I make it reliable enough to hold up? I thought so, but then it sits for a week and a half and this happens. So I don't know. That's how you solve that up. That scanner's in my Amazon store. There's a link in the description to my Amazon home front page. You can buy that scanner there if that's out of your budget. I also have the Creator, holy crap, the Creator C310 in there. Windy as hell. That's like $50 for that. And don't forget, if you have a pre-2001 car, don't forget to buy the round to OBD2 adapter. So that's it, guys. Hope this video helps you out. This is a very commonly asked question. I think I did a video way back in the day on an E39 about this. You E90 guys, I'm sure you want to know that just as bad. So there it is. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.